The DC Public Education System, supporting your child throughout school. The Georgetown University Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities, GUSED, presents the Transition Implementation Partnership TIP video series. The TIP video series was created to help parents with intellectual and developmental disabilities understand how to navigate systems in the District of Columbia. This video was made in partnership with local parents. Enjoy this video at your own pace. This video contains a lot of information and is meant to be paused when needed. You can watch the sections of the video that are most helpful to you. You can also ask someone else to watch this video with you for support. Thanks for watching. The DC Public Education System, supporting your child throughout school.
My name is Arnetta Kinney. I'm a Black young lady, and I'm a beautiful person. I'm a parent with two children. How do I get my child to and from school?
You are responsible for getting your child to school on time each morning and for getting your child home from school at the end of each school day. You may choose to walk with your child to and from school. You may choose to have another family member, friend, or neighbor walk with your child to and from school. As children grow older, you may feel comfortable with them walking to and from school on their own. Another option is to take your child to school using public transportation. The Metro system has a free transportation program for children that are enrolled in a DC public school or a DC public charter school. Ask staff in your child's school office for information about this program. The Division of Student Transportation of the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, OSSE, provides free school buses to and from school for students with disabilities. To find out if your child qualifies for this service, contact the OSSE Division of Student Transportation for more information at 202-727-6436. Summary: you are responsible for getting your child to and from school each day. You may walk with your child to school or use public transportation. If your child has a disability, they may qualify to ride the school bus provided by OSSE's Division of Student Transportation.
Why is it important for my child to attend school?
Attending school every day and getting to school on time is important for your child's education, social skills, and growth. School attendance is required by law. If you have a hard time getting your child to school, ask the school staff or other supporters for resources or suggestions to help with their attendance. What should I do if my child will be late or miss school? Call your child's school to let the staff know if your child will be late or cannot attend school for any reason. If your child may be late or miss school because they have a doctor or dentist appointment, remember to ask your healthcare provider for a note. This will let school staff know why your child is late or missed school. Having a note makes sure the school knows your child has an excused absence or an approved reason for missing school or being late. For more information, call your child's school to ask about the attendance policies. Summary: your child's attendance at school is important. If your child must be late or cannot attend school, contact the school staff and let them know. If your child has a doctor's or dentist's appointment, make sure to give the school a note from their healthcare provider.
How can I support my child in school?
Communicate with your child's teachers and school staff. Talk with your child's teachers to plan the best way to communicate with them about your child. If you receive information from the school that you do not understand, let your child's teacher or school staff know. They can explain the information. If your address or phone number changes, let the school staff know as soon as possible. If your child is having difficulty at school, you should talk with their teacher. There are also other school staff, such as guidance counselors or resource coordinators, who can help support you and your child. Talk with your child about their school day. Talk with your child every day about what happened at school. You may ask your child, What did you learn today? Can you tell me about what your teacher did in class today? What did you do at school that you liked most? Was there anything hard for you at school today? Can you tell me about it? Who did you play with at school today? Are you getting along with the kids in your class? Did you have any homework? Can you show it to me? Talk with your child about what interests them most at school. Encourage your child to think about the future. What do they want to study when they move to the next grade or finish high school? Let your child know how important school is and that you are there to support them every step of the way. Keep track of school activities and information. Sometimes teachers and school staff will send email messages to parents. Sometimes they will give your child written notices and letters. If your child carries a book bag or backpack, spend time with them as they unpack each day. Your child may bring home permission forms, progress reports, special assignments, or information about trips, recitals, events, or other school activities. Remember to ask your child about any notices from school. Sometimes these notices wind up at the bottom of the backpack. Use a calendar to keep track of important dates and school activities. You can use a paper calendar or an electronic calendar on your phone, tablet, or computer. Participate in your child's school. There are many ways that you can participate in your child's school. For example, you may want to attend back-to-school nights to meet the principal, teachers, counselors, and other school staff. Participate in other school activities and meetings. Volunteer in your child's classroom or for other school activities, such as class trips. Join the Parent-Teacher Association, or PTA. You can learn from other parents what is happening at the school and get involved with the school community. Respond to surveys that ask your opinion about your child's education or other activities that the school offers. Summary: it is important to communicate with your child and their teachers on a regular basis. If your child is having problems at school, talk to your child's teacher or other school staff and ask for help. Use a calendar to keep track of your child's school activities, events, and due dates. There are many ways to participate in your child's school. Find the ways that work best for you, such as joining a parent group, volunteering, or sharing your opinions during school meetings and in surveys. Your child may have trouble learning in school. Children sometimes have trouble learning for different reasons. If your child is having a hard time in school, you can ask to meet with their teacher to talk about your concerns. The teacher may give you things to try at home. You can also talk to your child's pediatrician or the school counselor about how your child is learning at school. You may think your child has a disability. You can request that your child be tested if you think your child may have a disability, even if the teacher doesn't agree with you. If your child is tested, the testing will be at no cost to you. If you have questions about helping your child in school, you can call the Advocates for Justice and Education, AJE, the Parent Training and Information Center for the District of Columbia. AJE has programs and training for parents to support your child's education. Summary: some children have trouble learning for different reasons. Talk with your child's teacher, pediatrician, or guidance counselor to discuss your concerns. If you think that your child has a disability, you can request testing. The testing will be at no cost to you. For more information, contact the Advocates for Justice and Education, the Parent Training and Information Center for the District of Columbia. Planning for adult life.
What can my child do after high school?
It is never too early to talk with your child about their interests, hopes and dreams, and what jobs or careers they are interested in. There are resources and opportunities for students with and without disabilities to help them prepare for employment, higher education, and community living. Your child's school will have student resource coordinators, career counselors, and information about programs that can help your child and family prepare for life after high school. Depending on your child's interests and goals, the school can help your child apply for college or technical schools, recommend internships and apprenticeship programs, link to on-the-job training and other employment opportunities. These programs help you move from one stage in life to another. Special education services are for students with developmental delay and disabilities ages 4 through 21 and their families. If your child is receiving special education services starting at age 14, they will begin planning for a transition to adult life. Transition means going from one life stage to another, like from the time your child is a teenager to a young adult. Summary: it is never too early to start talking with your child about life after high school. There are counselors, resources, and programs for students with and without disabilities for your child and family to explore. School staff can help with information about opportunities that your child may be interested in once they graduate from high school.
What are my rights as a parent?
All parents have the right to participate in public education services, programs, and activities for themselves and their children. If you have trouble participating because of your disability, you have a right to ask for help. That help is called a reasonable accommodation. Some examples of reasonable accommodations for parents are getting help to fill out forms, having things explained to you in a way you understand, being provided an assistive listening device if you are deaf or hard of hearing, or getting documents in Braille or large print if you are blind or have low vision. If English is not your family's primary language, you have the right to receive information and communications in a language you understand. No one can turn your child away from public education or discriminate against you for your disability, race, gender, religion, or sexual orientation. This means that you cannot be treated differently from other people because of who you are as a person. All of these rights and others are provided to make sure your child and family can participate fully in the education system. Summary: it is important to understand that you have the right to participate in your child's public education. If you need support to participate because of your disability, you have the right to ask for and get the help you need. This help is called a reasonable accommodation. As you participate in your child's education, you have additional rights under the law. For example, your child and family cannot be treated unfairly because of who you are. Your child's education plays an important role in their overall growth and development. Being there for your child during their school years sets a strong foundation for adult life. This is part 2 of the education system video. You can review part or all of this video. If you would like to learn more about the education system, view the part 1 video, The DC Public Education System, How to Enroll Your Child in DC Public Schools and Public Charter Schools.
What's your favorite part about being here?
My children, they love mommy to death. That's why I'm a good parent. And I do what I do. I do what I told to do. I, go to they schools. I ask questions. I write stuff down. If, I need help or assistance. And that's just me as a parent.
This video was developed with funding from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, Administration for Community Living, ACL, Administration on Disability, AOD, Grant 90DDUC0086. The video content is solely the responsibility of the Georgetown University's Center for Excellence in Developmental Disabilities, GUSED, project staff and partners, and does not necessarily represent the official views of the HHS, ACL, AOD.